Welcome back to the last session, session 2.4. We will enhance a little bit on the awareness part. One thing we need to add on is we need to be aware of the latest and the current trends, current culture of our children, our youth, our teenagers.
Yeah.
So one of the main things that we need to know is our dear iPhones, iPads, and all those things, right? So we need to be aware of our children's activities as well. I'm sure, I think when you were young that time, what will we have when we were young?
When we were young, I can only recall back Digimon. Is it? There's what we call it. I forget already.
That one when you were young. I think that one
it's
is
like
already
the
second.
one-
Yeah, Digimon.
Secondary school.
Secondary
Is it
school.
Digimon? Yeah, it's
Secondary
like
school. I think
that's the best thing that we can have.
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi, yes, correct. That's the best thing in terms of
Tamagotchi.
electronics, lah.
Yeah.
Back then we don't have
to feed
iPhone.
the
No.
chicken.
We don't
But-
have the luxury.
But last time we have ICQ lah, ICQ,
Yeah.
CQ. But that one also a bit tough to actually connect.
MIRC,
MIRC.
US robotics modem. You can hear the sound. Those are the times lah, and still my parents are very strict to me in terms of internet usage. The computer is actually in a common room lah.
Living room.
Common room, they can actually come in and check what I'm doing. So sometimes I use my ICQ online, chat with girls, then suddenly my father standing behind me. Then, So
Check
yeah,
with girl also cannot. Then you check with guy, then that one consider okay. Okay.
So yeah, we come back to social media because nowadays we have so much of phones and iPads. You can access to anything, anywhere, anytime. Our parents cannot interfere so much already. So that's why it has become a little bit more tough lah in terms of managing.
control, right?
Yeah. But we still find ways to. That's why communication comes now. If you do not communicate with them, they draw a line between you and them.
It's like a
That's it.
barrier.
That's it.
So when you say monitor, is it mean that you log in into their Facebook and look at their messages?
No lah, of
Not
course
that
not
way,
that.
right?
Not
They
that way,
say cannot. They say cannot.
I don't think that's the correct way to do it. lah.
Yeah.
But I think when you can communicate well with them, I think the children will automatically review. Yeah.
The most important thing they have to share with you. They have to share with you, like you go to school and then what happened to you, what is important thing. But if let's say you like the Guaylo, they always say
Yeah.
their own privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think most important thing is still on the iPhone generation. Yeah. Even us, right? When we walk out from here, we will check the phone. So when we check our phone, we forgot our environment.
Yeah.
Forget
Yes,
to look around.
So
what's
not aware
happening.
anymore.
Yeah, because I see a lot of international school students, Mont Kiara area. Because last time I used to go there for
Giving
property viewing.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, last time real estate ma. So I see a lot of children, kids also got iPhone one. So they're walking around,
Only looking at the
texting,
phone.
without looking on the environment. So I think
that's
there's
an easy target.
that's the most easy target for strangers to just grab them into the car.
Yep.
Yeah. The whole person is go into the phone already. They don't know what is happening around them.
Spiritually, physically, it's all on the phone.
True also.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next one you go to in I would like to show a video. This is Malaysian made video. You will see one of the social experiment being done in Malaysia, right? Sorry, the slide a bit went off.
This is talking about creating awareness.
Yeah,
Lollipop
lollipop experiment.
Lollipop. Oh, another experiment.
About a minute long, this video.
So this guy actually gets some of the lollipop and then give it to the children. And inside the lollipop there, they actually have a message there. Later they will show you what's the message, and parents are shocked. I'm sure they will be more aware of their children next time.
Pass the lollipop to the kids, and then the kids will run back to their parents.
Yeah.
That's when the parent will saw the message, is it?
They know their parent is not aware.
I think I've seen this before. Takes a split second to know your child.
Keep your watchful eye before it's too late. A moment of neglect. A lifetime of regret. Yeah, so last thing you need to cover is awareness of your surroundings, housing, tuition center. I think this you should be able to know, because it's one of the things that we used to, one of the places that we used to go, right? And the next one we are talking about will be diligence. I'll pass the time to Kevin.
Okay, now, finally I have some time to actually talk about it. So I will continue with this PRADA as well, but as what has been mentioned by Joshua, he has actually touched on about the three main things, PRA. So I'm going to proceed with that, which is diligence right now. This is the number 4 elements. So basically in diligence, so what is actually a diligence? Maybe for some of you, we actually kind of know about it. Diligence is actually what we consider it as a persistency, or rather a hard work by the parents. And in this case, we are talking about the parents into their children's behaviors. We can see that right now, I can actually say that most of the parents right now, they do not have these kinds of, persistency. Yeah, they are kind of like for example, if a kid's starting to cry, then they will just go there and say, keep quiet. If you're not stopping to cry, I'm going to hit you right now. So this is kind of like creating some kind of threat to the kids. Yeah, it's like threatening them right now, rather than you're trying to create awareness. So for me, for this kind of case, I would say that you as a parent, we have to be more diligent in a way that if let's say something happens to your kids, maybe they start to cry non-stop, or they kind of like not listening to what you're saying. So you try to put yourself into their shoe and try to look from their own perspective on what actually they want at that moment. Okay. And apart from this, I can say that you have to constantly, persistently monitor your kids' behavior as well. Like for instance, a very good example is that, like for instance, if one day your kids come to you and say, hey mommy, I have a story to tell you right now, would you be able to actually listen to me right now? How would you feel if, let's say, the mother respond in this way? I'm not free right now, I want to look at my iPad, or I want to reply to emails. Don't kacau me right now, mommy is very busy right now. So if you put yourself from the kid's perspective, I'm sure that you'll feel like, okay, mommy is like, she seems like ignore me. So what's going on next time is that I believe that kid is not going to go to his mom anymore to actually tell him what's going on. To share what happens for the whole day. Maybe that kid is actually sent to nursery school. So from that onward, it's like I can say that parents actually need to play a very vital role. So you have to be really, really prioritize what is your priority, like what Joshua has mentioned just now, priority. Then from that onward, you have to be very diligent. There's been persistency. Even though sometimes you might feel that, it's so tiring, I just come back from work and now I have to entertain my kids. I don't even have the time for myself to actually look at WhatsApp, iPad, iPhone or whatsoever. So in that sense, you really have to fork out something, do something about it. You cannot just ignore it. So that's why we come back to this being diligent enough, or actually to pay more attention to your kids' details to understand what is their needs right now. And coming up to this one, I will move on to the next one, which is action as well. But before that, we actually have special videos on this diligence. This I believe this video is actually talks about how paying attentions could actually save a children's life. Yeah. So yeah, we can actually broadcast right now.
It's time for a little social experiment from the Josh Pagler-Lynn YouTube channel. Josh decided to send a message to people to pay attention, especially if a small child is involved, because the majority of children who go missing could be saved. In this particular social experiment, he has a little 5-year-old who's playing along with him. He does 2 different versions of this same video.
So in this case, this person is going
dressed
to portray
nicely
2
in a suit.
personalities.
The little girl
Very smart
pretends
style.
she's sad, she
Another one is
pretends
a
she's
little bit dodgy
lost,
style.
and then we see who's going to help.
Where's your mom at? Where's your dad?
I don't know.
You don't know where they're at?
Here comes Josh in his suit saying, "Oh, my daughter, this is my daughter."
Running around, sorry, man. She's yours? Yeah, her name's Dara. Her mom is looking for her. Is this your dad? Yeah. Come here. Your mom's looking for you.
So you can see that
Guy doesn't question
the
it.
small little
that's a
girl
hard
easily follow the guy. He's very smart.
Are you going to immediately go into detective mode and say, let me see your ID, let me prove she's yours?
Well, that was the whole point of this social experiment. He did this several times with this little girl dressed in the suit to see what people did when he came up to take this little girl away. Pretty much everyone had a similar reaction. They let the little girl go. But how does it change when he dresses differently?
And now he's portraying different personality. A bit gangster
You don't know
style.
where your mom and daddy are? No?
Now we have the same situation. Watch the difference.
Come on, Dara, let's go.
No, wait, hold on. Wait.
Come on,
She
let's
doesn't
go.
look like she knows you.
No, she knows me. Come on, it's me.
Do you know him?
It's me.
Yeah? No.
And in every case that we see in this video, people don't want to let the little girl go. And in fact, watch these 2.
This kind of restores my faith in humanity.
And at the end, Josh has a very clear message that he's trying to get across to people. Appearances can be deceiving. Pedophiles and kidnappers do not always look like the bad guy. If you see something does not seem right, stop it right away, and you can save a child's life.
Yeah, I think this is one of the things that we need to pay attention to details.
So basically, this video is actually trying to tell you that a kidnapper can look like a very good guy
Yeah.
and can look like a very bad guy. So regardless of what kind of personalities that person try to bring, you have to be aware, not letting that girl to actually follow that strangers. So you have to really do your due diligence as well. Like maybe cross-check, even though that fella might look very smart, you still need to check whether are they really the parents of their kids or not. So I believe that's the message that this video is trying to bring.
Yeah.
And coming up next, so we're going to talk about the last one of this PRADA, which is actions, right? So for these actions, basically for parents, I believe that most of you are aware that, I mean not most of you, us lah, okay, most of you as a parents, we are aware that it is very essential to actually, like in this case, to equip your children with the necessary skill set so that they will be able to, create an awareness for themselves to prevent from this kind of a kidnapping case from happenings. But one of the things that I realize is that most of these parents, they know that that thing is important, but somehow they feel that I'm a bit lazy right now, I will do it later on. So this is what we call as procrastinations lah. I believe all of us have this kind of symptom. We always believe that that thing is very important. Like for example, maybe buying insurance is important, but deep inside our heart we feel that very lazy, I don't know where to find, maybe next time lah. So in the end, it's like when that thing happens, okay, especially in this kidnapping case, when that thing happens, I would say that it is actually too late to prevent it. So that's why for all the parents out there, you really need to start to take actions right now. So what sort of action that we can actually do right now is that, first of all, identify what is the needs of these children. So if you feel that your children is like, not even only children, maybe teenagers or youth, if you feel that they are kind of like a timid style, maybe a bit like a fearful type of people, so you can actually equip them, like send them to martial arts schools. At least they have some basic of self-defense. Like for instance lah, okay, so at least when these stranger come to them, they kind of know what to do. And apart from this, maybe for small little kids, they might not be able to fight with these kind of strangers. So you need to take action.
I believe for kids, right, they don't have strength. What other things that they can do to actually defend themselves?
Like for example, for small kids, maybe they don't have the strength lah, but I believe they have the voice lah. Like for example, if let's say in a crowded place in a park, a stranger approach this kid and say that, well, I have lollipop, do you want to have some? Would you want to follow me? Something like that. So as a parent, we need to tell the kids, equip them with the skill set That's mean if let's say a stranger approach you, okay, so what you need to do right now is shout for help, because you realize that, like just now that video portrayed, stranger is danger. So you know it's a danger, shout for help if he touch you. So if he did not touch you or whatsoever, just walk away. Do not ever follow these strangers. So these small little things, although we feel that this is a small little things, it is actually very essential to create this kind of awareness to this kid, as well as to take actions. So therefore, I really strongly urge those parents out there to start taking action right now. Try to look into what is your kids' needs right now and equip them with the necessary skill set.
I think Malaysian kids, they're very hard to express themselves, especially in terms of screaming.
Yeah, maybe they feel that for Asian people, if we talk too much or scream too loud, it's like
because
not polite.
When I was young, my grandma told me, don't shout. You shout, someone will come and the police will come and catch you.
Yeah, correct. This is kind of a fear that they try to instill into.
So I think in terms of action, I think we have to break the barriers of mindset. Sometimes rules are very good. Rules are there to guide you, but they are not there to bound you.
Not to the extent of like trapping you in a cage.
Yes. So sometimes we can do an exercise with our children when we go jogging. Scream as much as possible that you like. Then they'll say, "Wow!" Then they can scream. They can express themselves freely. I think this is one of the things that are lacking in Asian culture. We don't like to hug you. We don't like to do like that because
we try to be polite.
Yes. So a lot of things we need to break the barriers. Otherwise, we will continuously be stuck in that environment. Right. Then to add on to actions, we need to always take action in terms of our pattern. What kind of pattern? Same routine. We like to do things as routine one. We are too comfortable with certain things already, but we like to stick to that kind of routine. And when you stick to that kind of routine, people can see, oh, this guy, what time coming out from the house, where they go, what time they're coming back home. So people will realize, oh, this person's like that. Okay, so if we want to target this, what time should go in. So we have to know how to break the pattern in terms of safety.
Okay, and good.
Right. So anything that you want to add on, Kevin, in terms of action?
Well, I guess for this action part, we kind of know what we're supposed to do, especially as a parents out there. And for this PRADA, I hope that this is able to actually help most of us to actually how we can actually prevent this kind of kidnapping case from happening again.
So moving forward, we will have a small. We will have an announcement on the events. This is one of the parental talk that is happening on.
That's a bit sudden. Not part of this program.
We will be having a talk on the 27th of November, Friday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So it will be at Plaza 33, one of the Kinderland. So in this talk, I will be giving the workshop, and I'll be giving more on practical self-defense workshop. We will be actually giving you some of the what are the most common attack that people will actually throw on you.
So this is for parents and kids. Together they actually come together.
It's free. So if you want to be part of it, you can always text us in the YouTube or Facebook.
Plaza 33, right?
Plaza 33, 27th of November, 5 to 7 p.m.
And if anything they want to contact you, then just go to the fan page.
Go to our fan page, FB, just message us, we will reply.
Okay, so this episode we stop here. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.